show you very interesting tables about Abu Mazen, Amalekite. We'll see interesting articles in the papers about the situation in Israel these days. What you see, by the way, is a table which I found, was done with Professor Robert Harley from University in New York, and he found out that the meeting of the word Amalek with Abu Mazen, is 5 to 10,000. Definitely the idea is known that Amalek represents all those enemies of Israel. Want to wipe out Israel? You know quite well. The stories of Amalek in the desert already came to attack Jews because the desert is the Shabbos, because they had doubts in Emunah, in faith of God, because they were loose in fulfilling mitzvot. But let us see, before seeing tables, very significant one like this one, 5 to 10,000, let us see articles recently appear in the Israeli paper. And this is an article from quite famous military commentator, Zvika Cheskeli, it was the Ma'ariva thing, and this is what he says: I don't examine terrorism according to its waves, but according to the energy in the field, mentioned military commentator Zvika Cheskeli. The energy in the field means that everyone is revolting. It is a kind of order for everyone who has a weapon to stand up and carry out attacks. It is no longer an intifada of knives or an intifada of individuals. Abu Mazen has already realized that he will no longer be able to oppose it, so he allows it. This intifada is armed. Many attacks are prevented, but Abu Mazen does not stop it. And the area is bubbling. The area is broadcasting an armed intifada encouraged by Abu Mazen. Finally, he wanted to emphasize the Palestinian Authority is one leg in the intifada. It is already armed with firearms. So if one follows the news in Israel, it was the last day in Shechem, what was going on. So there is another interesting article which was also about the situation. It was by the head of Samaria Council, Yossi Dagan. Don't be told stories. The Palestinian Authority is behind terrorism. The Palestinian Authority prides itself on the fact Fatah is a man in the PA. Palestinian Authority mechanism. Once again, the Israeli government is behaving like the neighborhood bully. No doubt, this is so true, unfortunately, which we see very strongly these days. So let us see now quite old tables. Before, it is worthwhile mentioning what you see here is a site. This is really the introduction to the table you saw, but this is really from the site of Robert Haralik, with whom we worked. We did a lot of tables, and it tells us exactly the history of Abu Mazen, but it's frightening to see this sentence here. The massacre of Israeli athletes at the Munich Olympics was reportedly personally supervised by Abu Mazen. Frightening. Real terrorists, you should see also in the table. So let us see now the table. So the first one, as I said, very significant because Abu Mazen appears few times, but he's the second minimal, and this is what makes table very significant, best meeting with Amalek. Then, in fact, the same table, Professor Haralik had some more letters, but also tell us about Ahmed Amalek, how he is the enemy of Israel. And Caleb, white dog, because always in the Medrash when they speak about the Amalekite, so the symbol is of a dog, biting, barking. So let us see more another interesting table, which is really very, very interesting. It's no English, but I will explain to you. So it's again Abu Mazen here. You can find Abu Mazen in black, coming here with Patach PLO, authority, Palestinian authority, then snake, because normally this is the name for Amalek, snake, and Messit. Messit is enticing, anti-site. Yeah, the Arabs to fight to do again. What you have more to do with Amalek, definitely, is what you see here, unbelievable. Everything written here is that you have here, in this table, smaller, the heap of terror, smaller than the whole Torah. Here you have terrorists, parallel, which is very significant. Your enemies and the Arabs in Israel also, we see clearly how they join the others, we see, yeah. Then we have the Hamas here, and you have terror again, a lot of terror. But amazing to see the Amalekite power. Here Amalek comes here in green, the terror and the terrorists. There is another table which tells us that all this Abu Mazen is able, unfortunately, to do what he did because of sins of Jewish people, and this is the evil force which is called the Samhel. This is the evil angel to do with atheism, with pride, and Lilith, which is the evil force of lust. It is very interesting. The prayers 3 times a day, the Sfadi Sidurim prayers book is written when we ask God, remove from us agony and sighing. These two are appearing. Yes, Samael. Our Rebbe says Samael name means Samakel. He wants to wipe out God from the world. He doesn't want God to interfere in the world, which is like the small. Small and Samael are the same thing. Small people who believe only in material. Today we have in Israel the leftist Meretz and so on. And Lilith is an evil angel to do with the Arabs, with lust, right? And these two are the most dangerous ones that we pray in 3 times a day, asking God, please remove for us. But you have to remove from us also the sins which are bringing to these evil forces. Very important to know it. So in this table you have really the root, the source of our troubles. Amalek comes here also, Amalekah, Patach and Mechaber, as we said, Ashraf, Hamas, all of them appears here. So very, very interesting and very significant table like this one, yeah, and telling us exactly what this military commentator, Tzvika Cheskeli, I think of the Ma'ariv, I think very, very famous one, and he tells us exactly what is going on now. Very, very difficult to stop it. Who knows what will be. So, all those tables, as we said, you can read a lot about Abu Mazen, only this in the site of Professor Robert Haralik from the University in New York. A lot in this site, also explaining a lot about Bible code, Torah code, but no doubt that the only solution to the problems is to pray to God and to know and to realize that all the troubles come because of our sins. You have in the portion, Kitavo in Deuteronomy, 98 curses, if not keeping the Torah, and all of them came out in Holocaust and still. So, hoping that really the situation of today, of these days, really, will bring us to realize that the only solution to our problems is keeping the Torah, keeping the Shabbos, keeping purity of men and women, because this is the basis of Israel and of Judaism.